Yeah. Hello, little Moogles. So cute. I love this music. Fluff, your home's right here in the Great Forest? Lead on. I hit my head again when we landed. That's what I'm saying. Should be so many lawsuits against those cannon travel guys. Lovely, this might take a look at the little one. Pooh, he's laughing. No crying. Pebblers have taken over their village. Don't worry, little Moogle. We'll kill all those pebblers. Pooh. There's Watt. I decided to get out of that hole. Just happened to show up at the same place you did. I don't blame him, though. Like, we've been putting his kids through college, best I can guess. Get to the very end of the game, and other guy's like, oh, I can force that for you. Wait, he was charging you how much? Oh, man, you got taken this entire game. Yeah, so no weapons that we really care about right now, honestly. But that's fine. Make sure we talk to all the Moogles. He did the reverse on us right there. That's what that confuse spell does. Say the direction you want to walk is not the direction that you mean to. Glove. Pooh. Alright. Let's see. So, this is kind of like a, what can we liken this to? Well, it's its own thing. But it's, you have to go through these seasons in a certain order. Each screen has a different season. So, alright, so this is winter we're in right now. So let's head down to spring. Going through the seasons as intended. Hey, Nico, you made it too, yeah. Yeah, if I were every shop owner in this game, I would follow this party around. Silktail! We are paying out, man. Let's see what you got out here, Nico. Let's see what you got. Candy. Cobra bracelet, that's a good item. I'm not going to pay these prices, but we have a couple of these items already. And we'll hold off on the nuts. Yeah, it's very much a situation of, lady, he's putting my kids through college. Here's where we're going. It's kind of northwest corner. This is their village here. Mind the dirt that they kick up. Man. I know the spear's gonna get more powerful and all once we put the next... Oops. Not keeping an eye on the... Once we hit that next level, but I'm loving the spaced out right now. Yeah, this game is so good to play with a +1 or even a +2. I can't think of too many games that are 3-player. You know, you get a lot of 2-player games, obviously. You get some 4-player games, probably more 4-player games than 3-player games out there, but... Chocolate, our first chocolate. How about that? I think there's one more peddler around here somewhere. Maybe not. No, we got them all. Alright, so when we leave, we can bring the Moogles back to their village. Hooray. My head. What is it this time? Do we need to take you to a doctor, Fluff? Or a vet? Walk the seasons from spring to winter, spring again, and we can enter. That's what I was trying to think of. There you go. Alright. What's up, Watt? You just relocated here? I don't think we have anything else for you. But good luck. We might actually in 1 second. Stop picking on Sonic. Sonic shouldn't have invaded their village here. Alright, yes, we get it. Spring to winter. Nico's set up shop here too. How wonderful for the Moogles. They can now be overcharged for candy and chocolates and herbs. The glove apparently. And of course the axe. Load axe becomes the stout axe. The delicious stout axe. Alright, I can save with Nico. If nothing else. How are we doing on Cups of Wishes? 3, we need 1. Might as well purchase one now since we got a little bit of battling to do before we get to another proper village. All right. Spring to winter. So go to fall. Can't resist picking on this water thug when it's spaced out. Don't confuse me, Owl. I know that's your move, but oh, right, guess. Oh, I'm just a Moogle. That's fine. So cute. Live the rest of my life in their village. Now we got enemies on this screen, the crabs. Ah! All around us. You tell the enemies are much tougher in this neck of the woods. Oops. Get up, Larry. Did you actually cast it? I don't think you did. There we go. Yep. Most dangerous season. The game will give you a cue if you hit the order right. All right, spring. Guess we didn't start in spring here. I guess we sort of went the long way. By sort of, I mean we definitely went the long way, but that's okay. Again, cannon travel down there in the southeast. If you understandably want to need a break from this area. Spring is the pink, summer is the green, fall is the brown, and then back to winter. Taking the outside path with all these ponds as well. And now, all right, so this path is now clear after you here in the northeastern quadrant of spring, after you hear that sound to the right message pop up here. And this is where Fluff gets his memories back in full. Maybe? This is where you live? Uh-oh. Spring Beak. All right, Spring Beak. Gary, what do we use?
Boss beaters.
Alright, Spring Beak. Weak against the Earth Slide as well. Just uses the melee attack, so not too dangerous. If you just keep your distance, you'll be just fine. But yeah, stun lock them with that Earth Slide. Get those attacks in while locked if you can. Otherwise, just keep your distance. Let Fluff do the heavy lifting with Earth Slide. And yeah, just stay healed up. You'll be in good shape.
Thank you, Gary. Heck yeah. Way to go. Boo. Meringue, but I'm not that impressed by it. Alright, so Fluff just leveled up. So cheap, they don't even give you your magic topped off when you level up. Something you'll notice as we get our third... Well, let's do the seed first. Don't mind me, old man. Just trying to save the world. Alright, that's the third seed's power we've collected. Sorry. Groan. Grandpa. Oh. Is that you, little Take? Grandpa, can't you see me? Empire's men came, undid the wind seal. They take his eyes too, Duncan style and Robin Hood. Hopefully. Another sad origin story music here. That beast couldn't have beat us, but humans are breaking seals and releasing monsters. Like this guy. This a-hole that you came here with. After consuming the source of life, mana. These two can help. Sure. Volunteer us, why don't you? That'd be cool. Sylphid, the wind elemental. You'll notice that these introductions get shorter and shorter with each of these magics. These young people are now your master. He's like, cool. I'll be in the car. Alright, just got the spells of Sylphid. Let's go to Blaze for an overview on what we just got.
Alright, Sylphid, these are the air, the thunder spells. Starting with the girl, you have the analyzer that shows the enemy stats and weakness if they have one in terms of magics for 1 MP. You can use this on some crystals in the game as well, or all the crystals. It'll tell you which type of magic you need to use to trigger that crystal, open the way. Then you have the Thunder Saber. This enchants your target's weapon with the air elemental for 3 MP. Balloon, this temporary paralyzes the enemy for 2 MP. You've seen the balloon effect. We've had it cast on us earlier on in the game. For the Sprite, you have Thunderbolt, the most powerful air attack at 4 MP. Air Blast, the lesser powerful of the two for 2 MP. And then the Silent spell confuses the enemy for 2 MP.
Good call, Blaze. Thank you very much. All right, so Matango, southwest. We saw this, huh? It was called Spring Beak. It's one character removed from Spring Break right there. But let's use the analyzer, like Grandpa mentioned. Larry's spell. What do we got? Sylphid's magic will work, alright. Usually an offensive with like maybe 1 or 2 exceptions in this game, but so we'll use Fluff's, and I happen to know on good authority it's the Air Blast. Good spell in its own right. We'll be grinding a little bit once we get to Matango, just to make sure all our spells get up to level 3. Now that we have the 3 different magics, we can get that up to level 3, each of them maxed out. You guys got this? Why? Sleep it off. You can say no. Huh? What? It's got pretty good evasion right there. That crawler. Alright, head to the west here. Up and around the lake. Down you go. And Matango not too far now. It's hard to tell sometimes if you can cut through or not. We definitely need an upgrade on our armor. You can see it's the stuff we got right now is not holding up. Not in the upper lands. It's not tested for the upper lands. That's my... Here we go. Yeah, we'll use this cut-through area to... Kimono Bird. We'll use this to Get some of our spells up along the way. And use the axe to cut these stalagmites down. Stalagmites coming out of the ground. I like this mushroom person just putting out the vibes. Oh, welcome to the Matango. He's sleeping. Could have let that kimono bird through. Unlike others of our kind, repeats. That's true. A number of your species tried to kill me to this point in the game. King Truffle. Yes, King Truffle. Forests become a dangerous place. We say Matango to greet each other. Marklard. Gauntma means goodbye. We say be seeing you with my people. You aren't equipped to fight monsters? What are you talking about? They make me put away my gear when I'm in town. I like the shading here. I like the shadows and everything cutting through. Fung Castle, home of King Truffle. I'm sure King Truffle can help you. Weary warrior. What do you got? I probably want everything that you have right now. So let's see. Fancy overalls. Okay. Thing is, we have new gear coming up, which is going to be appreciably better than the stuff in this area. Like right after we leave here. So I'm debating not buying anything. There's the fairy walnuts. This is when you should stock up on them. $500. Probably could have guessed they'd be half the price of what Nico was charging. Everything is. Chocolate, 30 instead of 60. Yeah, I'm debating, but seeing as we bought all these fairy walnuts, I think we can afford to postpone making an armor upgrade purchase, even though I was just talking about it. It's just, once we get to the next section of the game, I think he's making out with this mushroom person. What's up, Watts? Whew, thought I wasn't gonna have a chance to make some money for another couple minutes. Is this all we got? Just the chakram becomes the load boomerang. We had the load axe, now we got the load boomerang. What's your you know each other? You go to... This man's told me all about you. Doesn't he have anything else going on in his life? The king's inside. Gotta see the king first, yeah. This is the inn here, I believe. Let's make sure we crash here. It's getting pricey, man. Literally 10 times the price it was back in Potos Village. We sleeping on straw? Is that what this is? Looks cozy, whatever it is. Maybe it's fur. Faux fur. And maybe what? Maybe he's huffing the mushrooms, sleeping spores. Why not? So, white dragon, they're supposed to be extinct. I like that the king is differentiated by his mustache. He's the only one of our kind who can grow a mustache. Like something out of Super Mario Brothers. The legendary knight. I mean, it's the same legend that's all across the world. It seemed a little rude, that mushroom person dancing around while he's waxing poetic here. Riding the white dragon, wielding the sword, they shall save the world. It's not a long prophecy. It's 3 lines. Anyway. That's you guys, right? I knew it right away. Fighting a huge snake, you say? Use the first floor exit on the right for the cave. Palace, I know where it is, but first find the cave. And I'll tell you how to reach the palace. And there's something upstairs for you. Alright. Did he already, let's see what we got. Surely the king would, it's in his bedroom, the royal bedroom. This has to be sword related, right? Get out of here with that. I feel like you're working with Watt. You're in cahoots. What are they hanging here? Mistletoe? Alright, so now we can head through here. But before we properly head through this dungeon, not that there's all that much to it, this is a great place to get your Sylphid up. And yeah, the cheapest spell is the Air Blast, or tied with the other one, but the Silence, but we like the Air Blast. And while you're doing this, I also recommend that you get your Undyne up to level 3. Got the town right next door, so we can buy more of those nuts. Just keep repeating the process here, and get those, all the offensive spells for Fluff up to level 3, I recommend. But, and certainly Undyne for Blairy, or your version of Blairy. But a good place to do a wee bit of grinding before we head and take on this next boss, who, spoiler alert, you guessed it, is weak to Sylphid's Magic. So, let's do that. Okay, Fluff is maxed out all his spells, level 3. We got all of our nuts. And Blairy is level 3 on all the spells except Sylphid. Again, the only one that really matters at this stage in the game for her is the Undyne for that cure. Having a maxed out cure is huge in this game. And these steam crabs just have all kinds of resistance or evasion. They're just shrugging off any moves we try to get on them, so. Alright, as we're finally moving on here, let's go to Fluff for some information on a peripheral which still blows my mind.
I've talked about Nintendo and Sony's failed SNES CD partnership from the early 90s in previous classes. Essentially, this was an add-on piece of hardware for the SNES, which would play CD-ROM-based games, allowing for larger games with more functionality than their cartridge-based format peers, which the SNES used. Squaresoft's Secret of Mana was actually the main launch title in development for this new and ambitious project. But after the partnership between Nintendo and Sony soured over Sony's proposed amount of control over the subsequent software rights and future profits of the venture, Nintendo tried to strike a similar yet more favorable deal with Philips, one of Sony's biggest competitors. Ultimately, the project fell apart, and Secret of Mana reverted to being cartridge-based, which meant Square had to abandon a lot of the planned features of the game. But it certainly makes for an interesting footnote for Secret of Mana and one of the more interesting failed collaborations in video game history before Sony would go on to launch their own console in 1994's PlayStation, which ironically ended up becoming one of Nintendo's biggest rivals in the gaming industry to this day.
Thank you very much, Fluff. Yeah, still blows my mind what could have been. Everything could have been completely different had that, just had history gone a little bit differently. One of Nintendo's major competitors, just really huge force in shaping the landscape, could have just not existed in the same capacity, at least. Maybe it was always going to go that way, but I don't know. I digress. And just making sure that I know where we're going here. Two chests. Two things that we won't be able to pick up. Is this chocolate, riot gas? Someone mind picking this one up? Whatever. Doesn't matter. We'll make it work. Man, this is just like, these are the caves of just frustrating and shrinking us and doing a little kick. Again, we didn't get that Midge Mallet, so we could remedy her, or she could remedy herself to bring her back. Dang, even when they, I mean, okay, yeah. It's too late for her. At least she grew up there in death. Sounds like there's a message there, but it's just kind of a bummer. All right, What's gonna work? Larry. Analyze it with a level 2 analysis. Makes no difference. Gnome's Magic. Alright. So he's my favorite spell and the one that I know that works. Earth Slide. As that ball just keeps getting bigger. Sound of falling rocks somewhere. And now we can cross over here. I think you're dropping those creatures. Ooh, all right, good for you. Good for you for knowing that spell. I'm tempted to use the spell here just because I know we got the nuts. All right. I think I'm done. Fluff, take care of this. Alright, well that worked better on some, but it got it done. Alright, level 20, so 18, 20. Uh-oh.
Boss beaters.
Alright, the Great Viper. Weak against the magic of Sylphid. I like the Air Blast. Just be careful. Some of these spells are a little more difficult to time up the stun locks. Air Blast being one of them because there's a bit of a delay. The spell doesn't go right for him. It has to kind of track him and move around first, so it takes a little doing, but you'll figure out the timing to stun lock him just like all the rest, in this case with the Air Blast, so they can't get off the Gem Missile or those melee pygmy moves. Make sure you keep your distance to avoid those pygmy moves, by the way, and stay at your full and normal size, but keep the strategy up, you'll take down Great Viper.
Yep, champion. Sword's Orb, very clutch. Continue on after you take down that enemy. Boss, excuse me. Travel through the cave, thankfully the unenemied cave, and find ourselves... It's a little white dragon, it's just a baby. Aww. It's playing sad music. Oh, that's why. Its parents were killed by that serpent. Aww. They were. I'm alone. I'm an orphan. Yeah, we can't leave it here. Let's take it to Truffle. He's a problem solver. He'll only slow you down, so I'll raise him. I don't have a queen, so he can sit in my my queen's chair. Throne. King Truffle. Quiet, you. Peabody. The three get going, I'll take care of them. And you like the name Flammie? Flammie. Ugh, or not bad. I didn't let me have a choice there. It's not true. I would like to name it myself, but that's not an option. Listen, we programmed it in as Flammie, so we're going to stick with that. Cannon travel is open again in the forest to the south. You'll find the fire palace somewhere in the desert of Kakkara. Interesting thing is, we'll have... Hello! Flammie is doing fine. Cute. Don't be parents in one of these games. Your days are numbered. Alright, very important. Tempering here. Sword upgrade. Herald Sword becomes the Claymore. Awesome. And I guess we'll do the Javelin too. King Truffle's great treasure. Indeed. Alright, we should probably save. By which I mean stay at the inn. $50. It's fine. Alright, so there's two cannon travels. There's the original one, which we saw in the southeast. We're going to be heading to the southwest. Candy, do I need candy? There's a different one, but make sure we got our fairy walnuts. Calling them magic nuts, but yes, fairy walnuts. Definitely no reason to buy any equipment right now, wearable equipment, I should say, because we're about to head to the desert where they will have a whole bunch of new stuff for us. We get the reflections now. Making use of the SNES's ability to... Talked about this in our class on Super Mario World, but effects like reverb and delay and things like that put into very good use right here. Someone wanna... I don't want to kill any more of his buddies. Kimono bird gets whacked. Alright. Just a little poisoned. I'm alright, I'm alright. So head south just a little bit. Alright then. Nemesis Owl. That's an epic name. I guess I forgot about that one. Head down to the right here. And here he is. Alright, 50 bucks. So we have two new options actually. Ice Country, which has arguably my favorite music of this entire game. I love it to death. Or Kakkara. Let's go to Kakkara since that's where the king mentioned the next palace is. There you go. Home of Kakariko. This is kind of an instance of where I want my money back from Cannon Travel Guy. He just drops us in the middle of the desert. Covered in sand. What a barren place. Let's find a town before we shrivel up. So, by design, if you just go enough screens here, you will eventually... You will find the screen where... I forget what those guys are called. We should, alright. Well, this is the screen right here. So, up, left, up, right. Throat so dry. We're finished. That pumpkin bomb is just staring at us. No sympathy for the people who are dying of... Alright, there you go. Yeah, we're saved. What a lifesaver. You, what are you doing here? Only Imperial spies can be so stupid. Give us a break. How rude. Picked up some spies. Hold on, maybe they just got lost. There you go. We'd almost given up. I like you, so I'm going to help you. You'll work the engines, the shrimp will make meals, and she comes with me, oh no. You know she has a giant spear. And she is not afraid to use it, alright. Get to work. I like this guy. Sergio. There she blows, huh? You're new, huh? I'm Sergio, pirate and scourge of the 8 seas. Maybe Sergo, I don't know. At least I used to be. The oceans have grown too stormy. I stowed away because I missed my ship so much. Wonder if the oceans will ever be safe again. Republic's secret sand ship. Oh. Now they even got Randy Marsh. People picked up in the desert are slaves. I feel like the Admiral Maria is in command, but his grandson Maury calls the shots. Just as soon dump him in the desert. Yeah, I feel like the Cannon Travel guys has a deal. He's working a racket with these guys, where he just launches people into the middle of the desert, and they inevitably get scooped up by the people on this ship, and we're made to be slaves. Yeah, I want to escape. This is why I like this guy. Get back to your post. I wasn't really given orders as to what I was meant to be doing here. Fire! Fire! And they get out of the way. Fantastic. While we try to find our friends, let's go to Fluff for another Fluff fact about this game.
I mentioned Secret of Mana's intuitive and novel ring menu system earlier. The programming of the game was led by longtime Squaresoft programmer at the time, Nasir Gebelli. We talked about the Iranian-American Gebelli in our class on another game he programmed in Squaresoft's original Final Fantasy. But after leaving Iran and migrating to the US in 1979 to avoid the Iranian Revolution, as well as study computer science, Gebelli opened his own software company, Gebelli Software, and released a string of games for the Apple II. Like many developers of the early 80s, Gebelli Software didn't survive the video game crash of 1983. A few years later, Nasir flew to Japan to take a meeting with the president and founder of Square, Masafumi Miyamoto, who was impressed with Gebelli's talents and reputation, so much so that he hired him on the spot. Gebelli had a successful run at Square in the late 80s, programming a handful of early titles, as well as the first few games in the pivotal Final Fantasy series. Taking long vacations and traveling the world before he returned to start work on Seiken Densetsu 2, or Secret of Mana in the US. Gebelli pioneered or built upon a number of features which were universally lauded upon the game's release, including his ring menu system, an innovative drop-in, drop-out multiplayer system, stamina bars, pausable real-time battle system, and even a customizable AI system for the computer-controlled members of your party.
Thank you very much. Fluff really is one of the best, as Fluff eats these guys out of house and home. Just like paradise in here, eh, buddy? He ate up all the ship's food. Is that your friend? Get him out of here. Never change, Fluff. We love you. Couldn't eat another thing. All the ship's food. Yo, get out of the way. Or I'll make him eat some more. That's so silly. Alright, now that we got Fluff, maybe we can get some progress. Rats have eaten all the food. We're finished. The Fluff fact right there. Rats, huh? That face. He was my guy as a kid. Massage my back. Rather have my gums scraped. Spoiled brat. Slap him. Now there's Grandpa. Grandpa, she's being... Wait, what? It's a family game. Jerks. Alright. It's your fault, Gramps. And he's like, escapees, grab them. Huh? Yeah, what the? Let's surrender. We're with Maury. Doesn't feel like the music that should be playing here. Nuts. Hey, it's Geshtar. Yeah, we meet in a strange place, Nico style. Thanatos warned you about us. That's nice. A little game. All right, the Mech Rider. What are we using, Gary?
Boss beaters.
Alright, the Mech Rider. We're gonna face this boss, or this type of boss, a few times in this game. The main key is to stay out of the path of this boss, which can be difficult admittedly, considering they move off the screen a lot of times. So just go to that side of the screen and kind of move diagonally down, or just whatever direction is away, up or down, from that boss while going to that side. Weak against the air blast, so probably the most difficult boss in the game to get stun locks in on, but yeah, do your best. If you get into a good rhythm, you can keep him in place. Only 980 HP, so stack those up. Use every single air blast you have to keep him stun locked right in place, and eventually you'll take him down.
All right, thank you very much, Gary. Where is he? I did not mean to cast silence. Trying to fix out of that. Well, maybe we can get him to back himself up into a rock or something. How much is that doing? It's like 120 versus... Yeah, it's a better return. Did you not get that off? Oh man. We know how much health he has though, 990 something. And let's top off the health. Now, go play with someone else. Most excellent. Good work, team. Way to go. And we got another Whips Orb, yeah. I mean, law of averages, there's more weapons that I'm unimpressed with than the ones I am impressed with or enthusiastic about, so. Let me know if you need jobs. Well, we got a job trying to save the world. Shameful. Everyone's run away. Yeah, we're Jima's friends. Yeah, why are you trying to kill us? Knight he used to be. Hold on, let's make sure we talk to everybody first. Just for plot's sake. Go north to the Kingdom of Kakkara, then west to the Fire Palace. Kakkara. Alright. Well, let's check in with that guy that said they're coming. Yup. Alright. West of the Fire Palace. Mind the sand pits there. Here we go. Just a couple screens to the north. Kakkara. That guy's dancing despite the music. This is basically the guy who's selling us gear here. So we're just essentially going to buy the most expensive stuff we can afford. Got the golden tiara. I like the idea that Fluff's going to be wearing a golden tiara here. Golden tiara, well, we got to buy one regardless because that's all Fluff can have. The raccoon cap here. Golden vests are pricey, but certainly worth it. We've been behind the 8 ball when it comes to gear for a while now. Round of vests for everyone. This is going to clean us out, but well worth it. Alright. Let's equip all this sweet loot. That's 21 versus... Well, I can't even wear that, but... Alright. Golden vest on. That's a huge, almost 3 times increase there. Not the headgear. So that's 17 versus the 21 right there. So, yeah, we'll buy one more raccoon hat. You can have a tiara, Fluff. You look good in that. Golden vest. And a fancier band. Alright, let's sell off everything we're not wearing now. This should be enough to buy us one more of the raccoon caps. Sell that. Sell her hairband right off of her head there. Rabbite cap. Spiky suits. And the Kung Fu suit, taking the clothes right off your back there, Blairy. Yeah, power wrist. The great changeover. And the good thing about this is that we're covered for a while, 2 towns worth essentially, or 2 sections of the game's worth, because we gotta buy one more raccoon cap, because the ice country has the exact same gear as Kakkara. So there you go. All right, he's good on everything. He's good on everything. She's got her raccoon cap, she's got her golden vest, and she's got her silver band. All right. No more getting slapped around for, well, we'll still get slapped around, but we might not die quite as fast. All right, this is the town elder here. Someone's nabbed Salamando, keeper of the fire palace. What's more, the fire seat is gone. That sounds like a bad situation. Candy? Listen, you, I'm King Amar. He does look like the guy that sells candy. Some guy named Jima said that the mana seed's been stolen from the palace to the west. So we need to recover Salamando and the seed. Hey, what's your deal? Ice country. There's a town as warm as this one. Well, why wouldn't you stay here then? I don't get that. $50. See if there's a Watts around here, or the Watts. Even if we find him, we're going to be pretty tapped. Oh, here he is. About to pass out from this heat. Nexus. Let's see. I cannot afford the backhand whip. That's alright, I don't really care about the whip. Alright, well, it sounds like we gotta go rescue Salamando. And I don't think he's around here. So, with that in mind, let's head to Ice Country and my favorite music in this entire game. So peaceful, so beautiful. Don't catch cold in the Ice Country. So you'd have to imagine he's launching us as far away from Kakkara as humanly possible here, as canonly possible. The 2 extremes when it comes to the biomes here. Alright. Well, not this music. The music we hear when we're outside of this town. Toto Village. Growing unbearably warm. I think we'll find Watts here somehow, unaccountably. How'd he beat us over here? And if you check this guy's stock, he's got the exact same stuff they have in Kakariko. So there you go. Can't afford anything right now, but... Are we maxed out on cups of wishes? Yes, we are. Chocolate and nuts. Good. Yep. He's got his own dedicated store here. It's bigger than he had back in, the town blacksmith. Who's this creep? I'm sorry, man. I said he has his own place. Completely disrespecting this walrus guy. Brr, what kept you? Weapons powered up? Yeah, how'd we get here so... How'd it take us so long? How'd you beat us, better asked. Alright, not much else to do in the actual town of the Toto, the village. Sleep here for free. So I hear. We're about to have one heck of a cameo, by the way. It's a good game for this one section to play around the holidays. This is the music. Yeah, best winter ice-themed music I think I can recall in a video game. For me personally. Nothing matches that vibe, that atmosphere. Speed down, oh no. Nice. 21. Blackjack. Patient Howler. Blackjack again. Remember when I said this game's good to play around the holidays? Rudolph, my master, is gone. No one's in the ice palace except a monster. Oh no, the monster's got his master. I wonder who that could be. Well, I'm gonna raid your master's house. Heck yeah, Spear's Orb. We're expediting that. Sorry, Whip. If I can only afford one, you know what we're doing. Cannon travel to the right. Once again. Is that a different balloon? Wait, oh. Looked like it had ears. Like a rabbit. Not a rabbite. Yep. Just for that split second. All the little details like that in this game. You guys got it? You know. Howler. Nice. Level 4 sword. I know we all want to see this. Don't kill him. Yeah. He's just like, I don't know if they're to the left of me or the right of me, but they're going to die. That's what I call that one. Gonna go down and around here. And might as well just use the Undyne here. It's mostly the sprite, except I think on this level, we're all gonna get maxed out regardless. He got 160 for the sprite, yep. Perfect. Yeah, we're at that point where we're maxing out with every Undyne cast. It's a top off. You can only defeat those enemies via magic there. Boss time.
Boss beaters.
At the Boreal Face, level 20 we want to be at this stage in the game. Got the burst and the pumpkin bombs, but basically no specific weakness, so just use your MOC in this case to keep from going underground, the boss right there. Keep them topside. Stack those stabs on top when you can, but yeah, keep them on the screen to make this battle go a lot faster.
Alright, rare boss which is not weak to any specific magic. Thank you, Gary.
When in doubt, use Earth Slide. It's always a good answer. Always a good decision. Oh, right. Except on this guy. Yeah, magic's not the place so much. Sylphid? Get half-decent results with Sylphids? This would be a great piece of music to wake up to. Yeah, magic's just not the way to go on this Boreal Face. Maybe it's Boreal. Let's try, I have no reason to think this would work, but if nothing else, I guess we can drain his HP. I think we stack some melee damage on top of that, but let's find out. Alright. I misspoke. Freeze marginally better than some of the other options. Ah. Really? Disagree with that. I don't know who to complain to. Yep, same spot. Sword's the best play. Get a half decent charge. There we go. Could have hung out for a second. One more good whack might do it. Where are we hiding? There we go. That's a good whack. Heck yeah. Way to go! Got the Bow's Orb. The trees are, I left the different, whoa, where did we just walk into? Welcome to the tropics. Only humans would think of this. Well, obviously, it's hot here even when it's snowing outside. We should talk to some people before we inevitably ruin this for everyone. Everyone here has deep pockets. Even kings are dazzled by this place. I moved from Gold City. It's in to own a second house here. Bunch of people you don't want to get stuck in a dinner party with. Not only is it in to own a second house, it's probably difficult as sin, because I think there's only like 3 houses in this whole town. Our resort's a hit. We're like slaves here? It's more of those ringworm creature looking Rocco's Modern Life things. On Spunky. Money's better than mana. Guess are there literally 3 houses here? Can't beat this place. I think I'm about to beat it, lady. So glad my wife found this place. I love these people. Let's ruin it. Hey, who are you? Haven't we met? Oh well, watch this stove. Just whack it if it cools down. Okay. We got nothing else to do. We're not trying to save the world or anything. Huh? Is that Morse code? I hear something. Shall I open it? Yeah, let's open it. They put the fire elemental into the heater. That's awesome. I mean, I'm sorry, but that must suck, strictly speaking, but the power of fire. All right, so now that he's coming with us, this place immediately freezes over. You again, didn't you recognize them? Oh, sorry. Everyone's gone. I was about to become rich. Hope you got that money up front, fella. Odd old guy when we nabbed Salamando. Don't help them. So many of the higher up bad guys in this game the subordinates of the Empire and everything. They just make me laugh. I love them. All their various personalities that come through.
Alright, got our fire spells now. Let's go to Blaze for an overview on the spells of Salamando.
Alright, the spells of Salamando, the fire spells, starting with the girl. She finally has some decent offensive spells of her own. First, the Flame Saber. For 2 MP, you can have the flame effect on your target's weapons, so you can inflame enemies and kind of stop them in their tracks. You have the Fire Bouquet for 3 MP. This is kind of the weaker of the fire spells for the girl, but this lowers the attack of your enemy as well as inflicting fire damage. And then the Blaze Wall, basically what the sword does if you hit an enemy when you have that Flame Saber enchantment. But the Blaze Wall, personal favorite of mine for obvious reasons, for 4 MP, is temporarily immobilizes your character, sets them aflame, and does some added damage right there. But the Sprite's fire spell, Salamando Fireball for 2 MP, it's the less powerful fire attack. The Lava Wave for 3, the mid-level, and then Exploder, the most powerful, at 4 MP.
Thank you, Blaze. Yeah, nice to have some offensive power, magic power now for the girl. Specialized as it is in flame themed, but still, better than nothing.
Alright, so we're all at the point where we're pretty much right on top of each other with the levels. As long as everybody stays alive before we do any grinding or killing, then I think we should maintain this, which is exactly what I want. Alright, change log here. We got everyone's magic, well not all the magic, but most of the magic up to level 3. Misspoke, yeah, you can only get them up to level 3 when you've only done 3 of the seeds, but we've done 3 seeds, so Salamando is at level 3 for each of our characters, because even Larry's little compliment here of Salamando spells includes some offensive ones for a change. So I said there were a couple exceptions, and this is one of them here with Salamando. So here we go. We took the right fork. Left was Nico. Going right up here is leading us to the temple. This music's pretty cool as well, actually. Shell Blast, spaced out. Alright. This music's sadder than the others somehow. Well, they're both pretty sad. I like that little change, the doo-doo-doo-doo. Lock these with these side ones. Yeah, this one goes through a lot of interesting changes, this piece right here. There she is. Just trying to mess with us here. Hey, blue drop. Whoa. I have been frosted. I cannot disagree with that. You know what? While I'm frosted, no, not you. You. Let's see if these blue drops hate the heat. Yeah, they don't seem to like it. How about we get one more of those? We got the nuts. If you split again, I'm gonna be upset. Okay, I'm upset. What we got here? It's not anything that good. I like that they split the damage, you know? So if there's 3 of them, they'll do like 100 per, 100 some per. But when you only have 2, you get 200 per. It's very fair like that. One of them's got a balloon too. Whatever. It's good experience. Not that we really need it, but... While
we're battling our way through the Ice Palace here. Let's go back to Fluff for another Fluff fact about Secret of Mana.
In talking a bit about the Mana series, which Secret of Mana serves as the second game, this is a series which actually began as an offshoot of Squaresoft's flagship Final Fantasy series, specifically with 1991's Final Fantasy Adventure for the Game Boy. The action-adventure gameplay was more reminiscent of a Legend of Zelda game than the games most identify with the early Final Fantasy series, and the series doubled down on this playstyle here in 1993's Secret of Mana. The gameplay has varied wildly from game to game in the series, especially when you consider Masaru Oyamada overtook the series when series creator Koichi Ishii left Squaresoft, now Square Enix, in 2007. A self-proclaimed fan of the early games in the series, Oyamada has taken the series in new directions, adding original titles, remaking classic titles in the series, and porting a number of the games to mobile devices. A number of elements have remained consistent throughout all of the many facelifts the series has seen over the decades, including the different elementals or mana spirits, certain enemies like Rabbites, and of course the race of our flying dragon pal, Flammies.
Thank you very much, Fluffy. I'd be curious to know if anyone has another favorite from the Mana series here. Maybe even a game that you loved even more than this one. Certainly possible, but yeah, leave a comment. I'm curious what your other favorite games from this series are.
Oh, 50-50 chance, and it doesn't even matter if you don't get it right that first time. I don't know what it is. When I see an enemy I've never killed before, I want to kill it. I want to know what it does. Is it going to leave bones? You never know. This area's a little tricky. You can miss the cutaway down here. Ghosts, you can only use spells on to attack them. Also not obvious that you can cut through down here, actually. That's a dead end if you just go up north there. Remember, combing this place with, a fine-tooth comb. Oh, using magic we're not ready to see yet, friend. Getting ahead of us. Alright. I think we're gonna have to give Larry some chocolate. There we go. Can we move? Can we move? There we go. Oh. Interesting. Mystic Book. I feel like these guys leave decent drops, or some iteration of them does later on in the game. Not necessarily right here. Down we go. Remember these guys? Remember when there's just one of them? Now there's three.
Boss beater. Alright, the biting lizard. We got a few of them to deal with, but yeah, just focus on one at a time. Keep most of them in their tadpole state where they can't be nearly as frustrating, can't use their spells or anything. Once they get into biting lizard status, that's when they can start curing. So if you can just keep one of these on the screen at a time, that's ideal, but certainly not all three. Two at a push, but yeah, just stun lock them with your magic of choice to keep them from healing. That's very clutch. And yeah, just repeat that process, you'll take him down.
Good call, Gary. Thank you.
There we go. That's a whack right there. 348, good lord. Might not need the magic, actually. I like they all have their little... It looks like... I guess it's... I didn't get that off. That hurts. That hurts worse than being swallowed by one of these guys. I guess it's like scales on top of their heads, but it looks like little crowns that they're wearing. Alright. May use some Sylphid here. Stop healing each other. It's decent. It's spread around everywhere. Yeah, the healing is a bit annoying. What say you? How much health these guys got? Alright, this one's about to drop. Do they fear anything? No. Oh, missed it. He was already dead. I like that we get credit for each one individually, so Fluff leveled up based on that one. Right there. Get him in that no man's land again? Seems like it. Alright, this is awkward. We haven't even put any shots into you. You're just bouncing around. You don't know what's going on, do you? Afraid I still need to put you down. Level whack. I don't think you can outlast this. You're gonna run out of MP like your brothers did. I was gonna say, you got one more in the tank, if that. Done. And now we can continue on. Another blue drop. Yeah, he evades at just the wrong time, just so you can multiply. Oops. Not that I'm against her using the offensive magics, it's just not the best return on our investment. Good lord. Spaced out. This will give me time to get a sweet big old charge shot. Alright then, that works too. Alright, pull out the whip here, across this little chasm. Form up, everybody, form up. Ghosts haven't tried to mess with us too much. They've pretty much just been existing. Same with those clouds out in the forest. Nope. No thank you. Alright, here we go. Be gone. Nah, I'm good. Concede it for a child. What are we on the naughty list? Spoiler alert.
Alright, the Frost Gigas, another one I feel like I can figure out for myself, but let's go to him nonetheless. Scary.
Boss beater. Frost Gigas, understandably weak against Fireball. Our Salamando Magic, we get to give it a shot right here. Very satisfying. It's kind of similar to the Air Blast in that stun locking can be a little tricky. Yeah, once you figure out the timing, or before you figure out the timing, just figure that out so you can make sure you're getting those hits in. And figure out the timing with getting those spells off with the good rhythm so that the Frost Gigas can't split up, can't use any of its freeze-related spells, anything like that. Get those hits in on top of it. I want to mention, you can also use like a Flame Saber from Blairy. Use that on any of your characters, but certainly the boy, the professor, to get some extra flame damage in on top of that as well. That's always the case, but the main thing is getting those fluff spells off, keeping them stun locked, take them down.
Alright, good call, Gary.
That was not my attack. It might have been. Alright. Bearing the lead, just stack these fireballs from Fluff. We're needlessly prolonging this battle. Oh, he's icy. He's trying to get me to heal him. That's funny. Yeah, I'd just use the fireballs. That's why we put the time into getting those levels up anyway. Did we just kill who I think we killed? Boomerang. It's Santa Claus, and you are? Master Santa Claus, are you all right? We look like we're about to just dismantle Rudolph there. Stand down, fellas. Sorry I've worried you, I'm fine now. I turned into Frost Gigas because kids just no longer believed in me. When mana fades, kids lose their hopes and dreams. Is that how that works? In this universe, I wanted so badly to bring back all of their dreams, and then I heard that mana trees grow instantly and become huge. I love Santa's line of thought here. I set off to find a mana seed, thinking I could grow a huge Christmas tree. That's awesome. But the seed changed his body and turned him into a monster. Yep. But you weren't really trying to abuse it. You were trying to bring joy to children. What more noble pursuit is there? Fire seed, nice. Still got our frost weapons here. Kind of afraid to use the magic rope. Thinking it might take me back inside. Howler's Frostied. Now I just want a Frosty. Love all the different effects that different sabers have in this game. And it's Santa's ice saber too, so you know this is gonna last a while. On our swords and other weapons. There you go. Alright, so we gotta return the fire seed to the fire temple. Head back to the desert. And I guess once we get back to Kakkara, we can upgrade a couple orbs that we've picked up. I think we're pretty good on money. Might have to buy a couple walnuts, but otherwise I think we're in pretty good shape. Santa might have been lying. He might have just said I was trying to say, oops, I wasn't paying attention. Well, I guess we're taking a brief detour to Matango, where everything's cheaper, I'll give it that. Going back to the desert by way of Matango. And maybe well, whatever. Is stuff any cheaper here? No, it's not. It's the same price everywhere when it comes to this stuff. But hey, the inn will be marginally cheaper. Probably more comfortable too than sleeping in that ridiculous desert heat. That's right, we meant to come to Matango. Get our chocolate in order. What's your chocolate situation like? We are topped off. Got 20 grand too in the bank. Looking good. How's Flammie doing? We'll check in on him soon enough. I did just say we were gonna stay at the end, didn't I? Let's do that right quick. Sleep on whatever the material of these beds is that we decided it was. I like the further left that you talk to the innkeeper, the further left you'll go and sleep in your bed. Sometimes with quite awkward results, and vice versa on the right side. Alright. Cool. Yeah, added on a little bit of time, aside from the fact that we went to the wrong location, but we need to backtrack our way out of here to get to the cannon travel. Wow, man. Again, because it's Santa, that ice saber is still hanging on. That's crazy. It's gonna be useful in the desert, actually, if we can get back there before it's... Fluff! Come on now. I have to frosty all these enemies. Just love it. Alright. Kakkara by way of the Ice Country. I mean, by way of Matango. Sorry about last time, yeah. Got us over a barrel. I mean, once he launches us, we can't really complain, you know, wherever we touch down. It takes us weeks to get back to yelling him. Oh well. Landed right on that guy. Alright, we have the fire seed. The mana seed. And you return the seed, yeah. I brought it back here. You can't take it that last little bit. I of course know that you can't. You will get killed. Yeah, let's stop and talk to Watts right quick. That's why you should go back to the Ice Country where you have a sweet setup. Moogle Claws become Chakra Hand. Definitely get the Sprite Spear upgraded too. Partisan, nice. The Chain Whip, got Simon Belmont energy right there. The Rising Sun, that's a cool name. And that's all we got right now. Still putting his kids through college, and probably his next generation too. We're giving Watts generational money he can pass down to the next generation of blacksmiths. Don't think we need to do this. Probably could have saved, but that's alright. Alright, so the Fire Palace is to the west. Southwest. Just down and around. Still hanging on, man. Santa, when's this gonna wear off? Oh, it just did. Okay. One by one, I guess they'll drop off. Not sure why they didn't all just drop off simultaneously, maybe due to some status effects, which will stagger this a little bit. See some earth slide on? Was that the creature coming out of the... Might have been the scorpion. Alright. Into the Fire Palace we go. Robin Foot. It's been frosty. Fortunately, we can't do any damage while they're frosted. End of the line. Unless, I'm just going to take a wild guess and say, well, it might be Acid Storm, but more than likely. Even freeze. All right, let's fight fire with fire, why don't we? That do anything? Let's go. Where's the exploder? There we go. Let's explode the lava. We blew the fire out. I guess that's how that works. Alright. Oh, red drops. Why not? Hey, you still got the effect. Frostium. Love it.
Alright, as we're continuing on, let's go to Fluff for another Fluff fact about this game.
And yet another instance of this game is longer than I have numbers of interesting facts. You can hit the totem poles in the upper land forest with your sword, and this will cause them to stick their tongues out. Hitting them again will put their tongues back away in their mouths. But again, not that interesting. But yeah, in a game like this, of this length, I guess it's worth mentioning.
Yeah, anything to break up the monotony of stabbing these red drops time and time again. Thank you, Fluff.
Alright. This is getting ridiculous. We got the nuts. Why not? These guys will pay. Yeah, if you just hit one, you can see it's like 500 damage. 549. Finally, I think there's nothing back in this room here, or the one across the way. There's some cash along this way. Yeah, down here. $1,000, man. Was like the Matango, or the Pandora's sacred treasures had $200 max. That's where we clean up right there. All right. Let's head upstairs here. And maybe we could convince Blairy to give us a heal here. Well, not everybody needs one, mostly Fluff, but yeah, we all get some on this level right here. This is a fireball situation. Finally. Do like lava wave. There we are. Cut through here, and I think we'll find another chest with some cash. Oh, thank you. I know what you're doing. Flame saber. One damage. Feeling pretty good about our armor and our level right now, and that's the best they got. Pop up here, grab ourselves very important axe. Or where'd you come from? You get that sometimes when you open a chest or something, or even cast a spell on one of the orbs in certain rooms. An enemy just appears. All around us, like the ducks that launch eyeball bombs or something. Oh, to be the person who was in charge of designing the enemies in this game. Just having a good time. No need to stop off and engage with anybody. Certainly ones that can't be attacked with standard weapons. You're not set to engage with them, Larry. Come on now. Whip out our whip once again. What do you think you're gonna do? Think you're gonna hit us with your fire bow from down there? Oh, you did, okay. Good for you. Whatever your name was in this dungeon. / palace. And just like to use this every now and then, use the analyzer. Undone. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about freezing this one. Very nice. And then stand between the two remaining lit torches. Head on through. And we get a fun boss here.
Alright, the Minotaur. What spell, Gary?
Boss beaters.
Alright, the Minotaur. Want to stun lock them with the air blast, which they're weak against, so they can't use their very powerful earth slides against members of your party. And you might want to keep your distance with this one, because those melee attacks can knock your party unconscious. Maybe stay out of the way to keep Fluff chained more to you so they won't get knocked out, so they can keep stun locking that boss. That's essentially the strategy for this one.
Thank you very much, Gary.
He's already special colored there. I don't think we'll need to go to any nuts. Nope. It's laughable how quickly they go down when Fluff gets involved. Way to go. Javelin's orb. All these weapons that we'll just never use. I appreciate that they put a variety of weapons in the game, but yeah. Seeds on the stage. Let's do it. Now we can do our level 4 magics. And we should do our level 4 magics. No enemies anymore, so you can walk through, get any treasures, any cash that you missed, but I think we are good to head back out. Yep. All right. Let's head back to Kakkara. I keep wanting to say Kakariko Village, but different game. Very different game. Gotta remind myself, what are these guys called? Not spider legs. Mad Mallard. I love this game. Head back to Kakkara. And now everything should be chill. All right, hold on. Okay, everything's not quite chill yet. We need the sea hare's tail. You're just mentioning this to me now. All right, I thought I'd solved all your problems. Right. All right. Well, we'll come back as soon as we get a mode of transportation to find ourselves the sea tail. What did we get? The javelin orb? Light trident becomes who even cares? Low javelin. Stout axe becomes, it was that for a while, the battle axe. There you go. They had that in Mystic Quest, I feel like, the battle axe. And then we have the Great Bow. I think we're all caught up. Still got the Claymore. Okay. Let's make sure we're maxed out on items before we head to the next area. Forget the guy selling stuff. It's just this guy, isn't he? They didn't think to build these houses with doors here in Kakkara. Haven't had to use one of those couple wishes in a while. Knock on wood, we've been doing alright. Just had to use that one fairy walnut. The only place with the door, I think, is the inn, actually. Hope they got AC here, now that I think about it. Nothing worse than trying to sleep in a very hot room. I lived in New York once, and we didn't have AC in the apartment. And, yeah, just summer was brutal. My last night living there, I went out with some friends the night before and was, you know, we were having a good time. Drinks were had out of a boot, one of those giant boot glasses, probably a German bar, and yeah, just worst night of sleep in my life, probably. We have 3 options now, Matango, Ice Country, and the Empire. I'm saying we go door number 3. I lived there for a few years. But yeah, a hot room when you're hungover too on top of that. Not a good combination. We've all been there. Maybe not the hot room necessarily, but... So dropping down in the Empire. Ground zero for... Oh, actually, I was about to say the baddies, but this music seems quite lovely. What's so bad about the Empire if they got this lovely soundtrack here? Southtown. Huh. It's nice. How about that bass? A woman named Mara lives here. She's a nutcase. Okay. It's not much going on in this town, honestly. You take a look around, you'll see there's really, huh? That's sneaky. Go away! Yeah, we'll come back here in a second. Once we talk to the right person. $100? No, I just slept in Kakkara. I wish I had slept here. This seems a lot nicer. More temperate climate. Yeah, there's literally only 2 buildings here in the Southtown of the Empire. So head to the northwest corner of town. And then this woman who looks like some sort of doll that you would poke needles into to sort of a voodoo ceremony. It's Mara. Yeah, Jima's friends. I'm really a Taznikan spy. I hope that you do you just say that to everybody? She's not even sure. She's like, do you know Jima? It doesn't matter. I'm a spy. Her husband got caught. My friend Nico got caught once. 634 is the secret passcode. Thank you, Mara. So now that guy that wouldn't give us the time of day, head back to the... Larry. Try the secret number. About 6, a 3, and a 4. There we go. All right. I guess there's technically, I think on the 2nd floor here we can get some different armor. Guess we got some good use out of this. We did the ice and the fire palaces. We got 20 grand in the bank right now. Still got silver bands. Golem rings. So that's going to be a boost of 5 for each. 5 defense. And it's not that much more expensive, honestly, and it's well within our budget. So let's buy these golem rings. The ruby vest, golden vest, and everybody can have a ruby vest. Ruby vest is 9 defense better. We have the quilted hood, which is better than the raccoon cap, but only 2 of the members can have that. It's sort of like, I'm wrestling with this. That's a lot of money. I think we'll equip all the other stuff, but we'll leave that for now. Because we're going to get even better stuff before too long. It's always, you know, it's always when do you pull the trigger, basically. Always that dilemma. So quilted hood, obviously an upgrade. As is the golem ring. Not quite as much of an upgrade for her since her hat was already more decent. Alright, let's sell off the excess inventory stuff. Now I'm the only one wearing a raccoon cap. I feel silly. You guys got these cool druid hoods. Sell off the bands. Alright, that's worth it. So now, we're ready to leave town. A very brief, gratifyingly brief sewer section. I say this every time we play a game which has a sewer section. Name me one game with a good sewer level. This might be it, just because it's so short. Thankfully, this is pretty linear. It's nothing to really stop off and check out here. Fluff. We're not trying to hang out here. Stop going up. Oh, jeez. Maybe just in the interest of tying these guys up. As we're still fighting our way through the sewers here, let's go back to Fluff for another Fluff fact about the programmer on Secret of Mana, Nasir Gebelli.
Secret of Mana turned out to be Gebelli's final credit, as he would subsequently retire on his royalties from Square and travel the world. Not a bad life if you ask me. Gebelli has often been credited as a major influence for a lot of developers of the 90s through today, including Wolfenstein 3D, Doom, and Quake's creator John Romero. Speaking of that ring command or menu system Gebelli pioneered here in Secret of Mana, variations influenced by it have been used in countless games since then, including the modern space action-adventure series Mass Effect.
I didn't think about that, but you're right. Yeah, they do use that very similar menu system in that game. Good series, by the way, Mass Effect. We got any Mass Effect fans in the class? By the way, class, leave a comment. I know, obviously, we focus on more of the retro gaming category, but still, I very much enjoyed. I guess some of those games are considered retro by today's standards, but very much enjoyed that trilogy. The second one in particular, but yeah. Very solid. Not so much Andromeda, but curious to see where they go with that series in the future. But anyway. Here, give us a quick undine. I guess the Mario Brothers could work as an example. Good sewer levels. In that they're
easy enough to get out of. But even like Super Mario RPG, the sewer section, worst part of that game. Blue drop gets whacked. Whatever. You do you, blue drops. You guys just like get caught on a lot of these little areas. Yeah, thankfully no items to be found around here. Just get us out of here. Alright, yeah. As I said, gratifyingly very short. There's Chrissy. No, we're not Imperials. Everyone needs to stop calling us Imperial spies. Jima told us about you. Welcome to the Resistance. Plus, who else would come through here unless we had the code? I'm Professor. How do you do? Wow, you're a woman. Did she not like that? Jealous, knock it off. I'm Diluxe girl. Actually, Chrissy kind of has a Diluxe kind of vibe going on there with that hair and everything and the posture. She has duck-like qualities. You know Diluxe? Yeah, they're dating. They're going steady. Oh, Diluxe's been just a total a-hole to everyone around here. Obviously, we know something's controlling him. Good luck. Chrissy's dad founded the Resistance. So, Mara's your mom, I would assume. Chrissy's our leader. Yes, thank you. 15 years ago. Feels like another game, the intro. Chrissy had to grow up too fast. Had no elixirs to be found in any of the clocks. Using his troops to find us. Did I miss Randy Marsh? Powerful bodyguards. Oh yeah, here we go. His number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not in that order. Sheiks, Geshtar, Fanha, and Thanatos. I love all the different ranking members of the Empire. You get to fight them all at different points in this game. Let's get moving. Like the Turks in Final Fantasy VII and, well, all the top heads of Shinra, all the branches. Old Man Palmer. Well disguised. Oh, well that's not our problem. Like, little depth here. All right, much larger city compared to Southtown. Got the item shop here. What do you got here, friend? That's what I was talking about. Tiger bikini for Blairy. And the tiger suit for us. Yes, they would put her in a bikini. And the tiger cap. Man, is it just me or is Northtown obsessed with tigers? So it's a good thing we didn't pull the trigger on that ruby vest since we got tiger merch as soon as we came out on the north side. I think that's it. Wouldn't mind a brief stay at the inn. Little secret cut-through area here, but nothing to be gained from it. We once fought the Republic. Here's the inn. Top off our magic levels here, get some R&R. And then if we head down here, down these stairs, we will find Watts. Hey man, you get around. This town smells like war. Yeah, it smells like money, I would think, in your line of work. You make weapons of war. I guess we don't have anything to upgrade. I just assumed. Another reason sewers suck, you don't get any orbs. But if we did, it would be probably a javelin orb, let's be honest. Alright. Capital of the Empire. It's kind of big, I guess. It's roughly the size of Pandora. Do not lose hope. Trust your instincts. It's nice generic advice. Didn't even put a door on that shop building. Well, we have a little bit of a touch of the zombification. No, you won't. Touch of the zombification in this town as well. Randy? Why is the Emperor taking on the world? It's just angry. A big family. Wow, you have one kid. This is a big family. Do you have a second kid? Yeah, okay. There aren't any parties. My sister's going nuts. Castle party? Okay. Alright. Castle's up and to the left. We can't go there yet. Got the ruins here. Nothing good happens at the... Hey, it's Fana! Not to be confused with Fan-Ha. How you been, Fana? Huh? Oh, now you've gone too far, Fana. Oh, sad music. I thought we were angry, but it's the emotional music. Touched a nerve. You don't talk about my man. Fana. Get your own guy. That's all right. Yeah, maybe Chrissy can deprogram her. What's up? I heard my name. I'll take her to our doctor. I feel like it's not that simple, but okay. Thanks, Chrissy. Alright. We press on. We get some loot if we head up to the, got a couple doors down there as well. Just cut through. Level 5 fire bouquet. Good on ya. I think we can get away without maxing our spells to level 4 just yet. It's a long cut through just so we can pop outside the top here, but it's worth it because we get the Spear's Orb, and then there's one on the other side which is not as worth it. I think it's the Bow's Orb. It's just annoying. It's not a big deal, it's just annoying when they get frosty like that. Hit the other side. Apparently they found they've activated the 5th seed if they're on level 5 with their spells. That's kind of crazy. Still slumming it here on level 3. Here we go. Bow? Yep, bow. Alright, backtrack now. Let's hug that bottom wall. Kind of bounces back and forth between haunting and beautiful and dire and ominous. A little bit of everything going on here. Yeah, just a couple empty rooms on either side here. Ultimately, we're headed into that door right there, but you can see a lot of nothing. Not sure why they put these rooms in, but there you go. Ooh, all flavors of drops. Oh. I feel like if you mix those two together, that would not end well for either of them. The reds and the blues. Just a dead end if you head up that middle door. Ultimately. Ugh. And the green ones are poison, forgot. I guess you can only have 3 of these guys on the screen at once in general, so they're mixing and matching. Might just get a purple slime, purple drop. Ah, the trifecta. That hurts. Fluff, little help. It's almost better that other one's not on the screen, so we can. Oh, it did reach him. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I'm just trying to pass through. The snowman just rolls through. How many screens can we cover without with Professor being frozen? That's funny. So this is blocked off until we hit the switch. Oh, could you just move out of the way? Fellas, you're killing me. Oh well, you asked for it. I need some reps with this spell anyway. It's fine. Nice. Good timing. Everybody's due for one. Sweet. Alright, hit that switch. Which will enable us to hit another switch. Killing me, Blairy. Alright. Jeez. Alright, these spikes have dropped now, so we can trigger that. A door appears. That's pretty bad, too. Well, alright. Another trifecta. Imp. Just a vanilla imp right there. Nope. Not take. There we go. Good work. Good on ya. I mean, there we go. Just gotta pressure this. There we go. The spikes go down then. Get a little pick-me-up there, Blairy. I'd say we're maybe roughly halfway through here overall. Which flavor are these guys? What are we calling these guys? Robin Foot. Still with the Robin Foots. I didn't mean to actually cast that. Still even this far in. Getting the cancel and the... Alright, done. Well, alright. Got here. Doom Wall.
Boss beaters. Alright, Doom's Wall. Just like Wall Face, weak against the Earth Slide, and a very easy out if you have this spell all leveled up to this stage in the game. Not difficult to stun lock the wall right here, especially with Earth Slide. Keep him from using its Thunderbolt spell. Repeat this process for a few of these Earth Slides. If you got leveled up, it should only take 3 or 4 to take him down.
Good call, Gary.
That's still pretty good, though. I have to say, I'm happy with 189. Well, less happy with 121, but... Let's try topping you off. Yeah, it's mean when you're weak against a magic which we do not have yet. The eyes having a hand in healing it here. Yeah, to spread it out like that, it's not going to do much of anything. Infuse hoops. It's interesting. I don't think that took. What happened there? There we go. We took out the healing eye, and now it's just a matter of whittling it down the rest of the way. Doom Eye gets whacked. Cave. That's fine. It's Fluff's choice at this point. I like the way that looks. It's like a preview of the You Destroyed It animation. You can see the door behind the wall. It's not charging us like the death wall earlier. There it is. That's what we were looking for. Way to go. So now that the enemies have been cleared out, on the way out we'll stop off and gotta grab something on the way out. But for right now, dialogue. Larry, at last. So glad you're safe. You got that acolyte just walking around back there. Ruining this scene. Wait, what? You leave Larry alone. What are you doing? Pesky girl. There's better ways to break up with someone, Dialogue. Thanatos needs her help. I can't handle this. Heck yeah. Nice stab from the Mana Sword. Stab some sense back into him. Alright, go through the door back there. It's a good time to heal up if you need to. Dialogue helping us out. Assist from the other room. Alright, good look. Just some nondescript power. Vampire, take him.
Boss beater. It's vampire. It'll be flying around. We'll match it with our air blast. It can be difficult with all the movement and the fact that we're using air blast to stun lock this boss. You need to figure out that perfect timing to keep them in place. Once again, stack those melee attacks on top of it and keep that boss from getting off its sprees, its sleep rings to put, God forbid, Fluff to sleep so he can't cast his spells, but stay on top of it, he'll take him down.
Good call, Gary. Thank you very much.
It's just not as reliable as the magic which you know is going to land. Much as I would love to do a nice charged up level 4 strike on this vampire. Stack it. I got that freeze off. Alright. Is that gonna kill her, level 4? No. It's all just about spamming our fairy walnuts at this point. Doing just enough with Sylphid at this moment. Alright. Sprite down. Oh, I was looking at her magic. I thought we still had some points in the tank. He keeps attacking the least essential person in this battle, the one that's been causing the least amount of damage to him. By which I mean 0 damage. And she's dead. Haven't had to use one of those in a while. Oh, nice. Sylphid, level 4. Those cyclones getting a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's spread around. We got plenty of spells. There he goes. Whew. Yeah, most of these battles are weatherable, even if you don't have the right kind of magic yet. As long as you got some fairy walnuts. Ooh, there's a swords orb earlier on, which we'll grab on the way out. Where is Dialogue? Let's get out of here. We'll find him. And he might even be alive, and even less of a chance he might even remember you. It won't open anymore. Alright, so yeah, before we use the magic rope, now that all the enemies have been dealt with and we can walk around freely, let's stop off in a room which let's get that ominous music back here, which we did not go in yet. When we hit the switch to drop the spikes for that one room, it also, well, not this room, but very near here, it also cleared them out in another area. It's just a lot easier to get around here when there's no enemies. Well, you can make that argument for most areas in this game. The fairy peanuts famously do not recover nearly as much MP as the fairy walnuts, but yes, over here. I think this wouldn't be tucked away just in a random room. You think we would get that from taking down maybe that last boss, maybe swap out those 2 orbs, but we got a lot of business for Watts now. Speaking of these orbs, this takes us to, I guess, the last room we exited. While making sure I didn't miss anything here, let's go back to Fluff to get another Fluff fact about Secret of Mana.
There's a hidden reference to Secret of Mana's programmer who I talked about earlier, Nasir Gebelli, which you can display by inputting a very specific button combination on the controller after you've gotten the Mana Sword. To see the hidden message, hold L plus A on the controller, press R 39 times, release L and A together, and then press R once. The game should then freeze and the initials NAS will appear in your stamina bar for a couple seconds before the game unfreezes and continues on as normal.
Nice little Easter egg right there. Thank you very much, Fluff. How much is this gonna set us back? It's like going to the mechanic. Never know how much you're going to spend. All right, Claymore becomes, very importantly, the Excalibur. You would think the Excalibur, again, pull the sword out of the stone, King Arthur style. You think this would be the most powerful sword in the game. Not even close. Partisan becomes the Halberd. Chain Whip goes to Flail of Hope. That's a good name. The Great Bow is now the Bow of Hope. We're on the Hope level for half of these weapons. The Boomerang of Hope. Crash at the Inn. 120 bucks. These guys have no idea how cheap it is to sleep in Potos Village. And vice versa. Potos people don't know how expensive it is to stay at some of these later towns. Before we go talk to Chrissy again, check and see how Fana's doing. Let's make sure our items are topped off. I know we had to use 1 cup of wishes in that last battle. Still don't have the kind of money that I feel like we need to buy tiger bikinis and such. We've been getting by okay, though. Alright, good on chocolate. Good on cups of wishes. I think we're good. Can't even buy candy anymore. They look down. They give you a weird look if you ask for candy here in the Northtown. All right, let's check back in now. How's our friend doing? Do we not even care about Fana anymore? We're not going to mention her. Oh, the Emperor wants a truce. All right. He's saying he wants peace. Well, we talked to him earlier. He did say that their ultimate goal was peace. I didn't believe him at the time, but maybe we should give the Emperor a chance. We've made the Emperor change his mind. I don't mean to laugh. I'm just skeptical. This is what we've been waiting for. All right, we'll go. We're gonna have our... After this meeting, your journey will be over. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm taking my sword just in case. We have lots of weapons of hope, though. We're holding out for a peaceful solution here, but... Pass if you have business at the castle. I gotta solicit. I love the Emperor music. I feel like we're in the ring in a... I don't know, some sort of arena-style battle. Emperor awaits you to your right, please. It's all very streamlined here. Very linear path to see the Emperor at the moment. Can't dally and explore his castle. Where's everybody? Huh. Are you the Emperor? The Emperor awaits you. Okay. My, what a day to remember. We crushed the Resistance and the Mana Knight. Man, we're stupid. That woman, man. Chrissy's right-hand people. Yeah. Yeah, let us out of here. How's that piece work? I should have known better. Emperor Vandal is a dog. Quite, so you went out, huh? Yeah? Oh, that was easy. Yeah, did anyone just try asking to be let out? Wait your turn. Whoa. Alright then. Oh. Deal with the pet in the pit.
Alright, the Metal Mantis, let's go back to Gary.
Right, Metal Mantis. Once again, weak against the Air Blast. Likes to use its Gem Missile, and the melee attacks from it will knock you unconscious, so you want to keep your distance, as usual with bosses like this. Stun lock them with the Air Blast. Stop me if you heard that one before, but repeat this process. Not too difficult, especially if you have the Air Blast spell leveled up.
Alright, thank you, Gary.
180. Not the best return on our mana investment. Let's try some Sylphid. Air Blast. 106. So, yeah, oh, he's dead. Did not see that. Happens so quickly until we get that tiger armor. I guess we should expect that. Just gotta keep a better eye on our health here. Yeah, I'll keep going with the Earth Slide. That didn't do as much. Alright. Well, go back to Sylphid. It is level 4 after all. We're getting some stacking with the weapons too. A little misleading, but... Yeah, you already dead? Okay. That works. Most excellent. Way to go. Gloves Orb. I like that the arena there shaped like a heart. I don't know, maybe the Emperor... Oh, here we go. Pass over right there. Poor little creatures, that's their entire existence. Just have people step on them. Chest up here. $1,000. Taking your money, Emperor. Yeah, with some of these bosses like the Lumina with the Doom Wall earlier, we wouldn't have that later in the game until we have the ability to travel more freely. Here you go, Chrissy. I think you should get new help, though. I don't know about these two. They're still kind of wandering around in the dungeon. That's fine. Looks like you should be able to get to that, but no, you cannot. These guys make me laugh. Ember Man. What do we get from this one? You guys got that, Ember Man? Fairy Walnut, oh no. Alright, we're starting to get to the point where we get Fairy Walnuts on occasion. Armor Man's confused. I like that description. This makes me laugh. Alright, climb the stairs on this right side. And you can't see it because they were all huddled up around the switch. That is satisfying, getting all three of them at once. Don't just stand there and gawk. Hit him with the air blast, Fluff. Satisfying. Weapon skill up. Oh, everybody got to level up at the same time. Yeah, those guys pay out pretty well. It's not a bad place to do a bit of grinding, honestly. They pay out in more ways than one. They give you quite a bit of gold. Yeah, there's a guy that just warps in after you open a chest. You can actually come in here to the the edge of the gate before they even open it for you. After you go through the ruins, there you go, Axis Orb. And you can, yeah, they just keep appearing when you open these chests. And you can just air blast these knights behind the gate earlier on if you want a decent place for some cash. I should have used that fairy walnut. Oh well. Oh, a couple wishes. There you go. We needed one of those. Should be mixing up the spells we're using here, honestly, but yeah, we only got 3. Let's go hard. Sweet. Should we try it? Come on, Fairy Walnut. Nope, candy. Armored guard at candy? Oh well. Arbor Man gets whacked. Again, just sounds like front page headline news right there. Armored Man gets confused. Armored Man's confused. That must be the spear doing that now. Yeah, my sword whacks. I think it's the spear doing the confusing. These guys are a little tricky. They move quite quickly. Back here. Sneaky. These guys come in a variety of flavors like a lot of the enemies in this game. What's this guy called? Dark Ninja. Alright. This way was blocked off before. Now there's no one guarding these stairs. Head up this way. It's like a church entrance here. It's where the Emperor prays for peace. I doubt that. Oh, it is. Okay. See the pews and everything. Takes longer to move around. It's like you're charging all the time when you have the speed down. Jeez. Guys have half-decent spells. So does Fluff. I'm trying to get these up to level 4 anyway. Florida Man discovers secret of mana. Basically what I think of when I read these descriptions. Yeah, secret door. Got the barracks here, essentially. Don't hit Fluff. We like Fluff. I miss them being confused, though, with or I miss seeing the balloons, I guess. Confusion's great, I'm not really sure how it manifests on these guys, honestly. Maybe they can't cast spells. Are their directions reversed as well? I don't know. No? Alright. Try going around this way. Works just fine. Dang ninjas. Stack. Alright. The burst is weird. It like transfers the energy from them onto you. Not really sure how that works. Is he actually dead? Okay. This just warps you over to the other side. It's a strange layout, I have to say. So hit that switch, and then you can walk freely across them. Alright. Wow. The final four gathered here. Guess you're the real thing. Sir, one more chance, please. You gonna get back on your motorcycle, Gashtar?
Boss beater. The Mech Rider. Once again, you want to stay out of the path of that boss. Chase him to the side they went to, but stay out of that range. So maybe that involves going down the screen. Maybe that involves going up. Once again, use that air blast. And once again, the toughest boss, probably, to keep stun locked because of how much they like to move around. But yeah, just keep chipping away. Stay out of that path. They'll take him down.
Thank you very much, Gary.
Like that pose he does when he comes across. Speed up. Oh, we lost her. Want to make sure she gets credit for that. Hopefully that took. I don't know. That was kind of weird timing. Come on now. I know they have to give those to us to even everything out. Huh? Sure the Emperor's cool with you burning up his house? Alright, well, that was a good run. I thought, huh? Hello! La la la. Speaking of the 90s. King Truffle! I guess, can we talk about it when we get off of the flaming castle? Oh, Flammie! Grew like a weed and he just started flying. I didn't know what was going on, so I just hopped on. Aw, he thinks we're his parents. Oh, it's his favorite toy. Alright, so we now have our airship, quote unquote.
Alright, the Flammie Drum, Blaze.
Alright, the Flammie Drum. This calls in your buddy Flammie when you're outdoors, on demand. Just make sure you're outdoors and you gotta ride 24/7.
Alright, thank you, Blaze.
The airship music in these games is always good. Makes you feel like anything is possible. Nothing beats, I think, Final Fantasy 3/6, but... Alright, Matango has, you can see like little animations of, I don't know, glowing mushrooms or something on the map. Yeah, we have access to the majority of the map now, the overworld. He said southwest. I think I got my sight slightly off, and now world's not that big. I think I've managed to miss. There's our next stop, ultimately. Alright, we haven't been there yet. We've seen everything, I think, on this map except Matango. Are you sure you need to get back to Matango? Can I just land anywhere? Nothing, I guess. All right. There we go. Back at Gaia's navel. Actually, while we're at Gaia's navel, we can go get the dealie that I mentioned what seems like such a long time ago. Go get the Midge Mallet. Not that we need it at this point, but, you know, might as well while we're here. And I guess Watt's gonna be here too, back in his home turf. No, he's not. He's everywhere except his own blacksmith shop. Alright, we gotta find the Elder. There he is. I think he's gonna give us the... Take this mallet with you. That's what we used in the show. You know, to con you.
Alright, the Midge Mallet, Blaze.
Alright, the Midge Mallet. This will inflict or cure the shrink status on the character you use this on.
There you go. Not sure why you'd want to inflict the shrink status on your characters, but they do look cute. I guess I get it from that angle.
No, you didn't even have any nuts, do you? Wow, what am I wasting time in here for? Out of here. These are my friends. Standing between the two of them. Alright, I don't want to be small anymore. There we go. Alright, we got the mallet. Now let's sincerely find Matango. Get that drum back out. And yeah, pretty much anywhere outdoors you can use the drums to call in your buddy on demand. You get different perspectives with L and R. Alright, here we go. As I said, there's that little animation. Let's drop him right off at the front here. There he is. Somehow he's already standing here. I think it's great. Uses special powers. Breaking the fourth wall. Press start to see the map. L and R to change. Alright, so yes, the lofty mountains to the southwest. That's where we'll find Sage Jacques, I believe, who Luca told us to pursue. Alright, you're the first person that had fairy walnuts. And we're doing pretty good on supplies, actually. We'll see if they still have the tiger stuff once we get to the town near Sage Jacques on that next area. Before we head there, though, there's a couple errands we can run. Well, certainly one to help Kakkara Village. We gotta find this one tiny little island. I don't think that's the one. No, well, they got some good stuff there. That's the gold island right there. I'm looking for that tiny little island, which is this one. Here we go. They don't get a lot of visitors here. They'll appreciate the tourism. It's a lot bigger on the inside. How'd you get here? So much for appreciating the tourism. Hey, yeah. Literally never seen a visitor rather be poor and alive than rich and dead. Yeah, I agree. I'm from the Empire. The Empire has gone nuts. I escaped here with my family. And we have more apples than you can shake a stick at, apparently. Not making it here. Nothing on this blasted island except these sea hairtails. Now, where did we hear about that? You actually want one? How's this guy not charging us like 20 grand? I'll keep it in my pocket. I'll use my credit card. All right. Take the drum, and I think we can find Kakkara Village. Feeling pretty good about our chances of locating a giant desert. Here we go. That's the temple. Here she is. You can see the cannon over to the east slightly. Now we're gonna save your village. What's this? King Amar! It's the sea hare's tail! Never understood how this saves their village, but can't argue with the results. Water, we're saved! And we get the Moogle Belt. I think I know where this one's going, but Blaze?
Alright, the Moogle Belt. This will inflict or cure the Moogle status on the character you use this on.
Very cute. Thank you very much, Blaze.
Chakra Hand becomes the Heavy Glove. The Low Javelin becomes the Fork of Hope. Sensing a theme. Battle Axe is what? The Axe of Hope? The Golden Axe. That's cool. Good reference there. Flail of Hope becomes Morning Star. Yeah, we're getting these orbs faster than we're leveling up with them, so.
And while we got Flammie here, let's get Fluff to tell us a bit about what we're seeing right now.
Secret of Mana takes advantage of the SNES's Mode 7 graphics capabilities on the overworld screen while you're traveling via Flammie. The name Mode 7 is a reference to the SNES console's 8 graphics modes, which are numbered 0 through 7 for displaying different background layers. The final of those 8 layers, Mode 7, is a single layer which can be rotated and scaled to create a pseudo-impression third dimension without processing any polygons. Dozens of titles for the SNES made use of this versatile effect, albeit in different ways. From the cinematic shots of Samus flying her ship across space in Super Metroid, to rotating and scaling the track and layout relative to your vehicle in racing games like F-Zero and Mario Kart. Although crude by today's standards, the effect was impressive in the early 90s at adding a greater feeling of immersion to the games which implemented it, and it still has a special place in the hearts, particularly of gamers who grew up on the SNES console.
Thank you very much, Fluff. Yeah, out of necessity, they figured out how to make that work, or, you know, create that illusion, essentially, but very cool.
Yep. That's all you want to say? First visitor in who knows how long? All right, back on our search to find the lofty mountains. I really do think we're just managing to find everywhere except where we're actually trying to go. That's not a giant mountain chain. That's Pure Land. Actually, that might be my favorite music from this game. Yeah, the Ice Country and the Pure Land are both neck and neck. I know I'm flying in such a way that I keep missing the mountain chain. Never fails. I just keep flying over the Pure Land. Ever had this much trouble finding it. All right, thank goodness. Here we go.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on this video, and click subscribe if you haven't already, as this seriously helps me to keep making great content for you.